Friends, it's Kate Moyer from IamKateMoyer.com, and I have been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And today I want to share why social marketers typically fail in their business. And this book is such an oldie and a goodie. If you have not picked it up, go and grab it. Seriously, mind-blowing awesomeness. So I have to say that I have had this book for years. I have not looked at it. And I picked it up the other day and it hit me in the face. And these are truly the reasons why most people fail in network marketing. It is not the company always. It's not always the product. It's not always the person, but it is one of these 31 reasons. And I was just trying to summarize it and I can't because it is so golden. So if you have the book, it's on page 121 and it goes on for a couple of pages, but I want to list them for you here because I want you to have the power to say, not anymore. I want you to have the power to say, I'm going to overcome this, because all of these are overcomable. And all of these are things that you can change by your mindset saying, no more. I am worthy of success. Okay, repeat after me. I am worthy of success. You are worthy of success. And everything is possible if we truly decide that we can adapt and overcome. Okay, believe, achieve, exceed. Okay. That's my motto. So number one is hereditary. These are things you cannot change, but you can overcome. I truly believe that now more than ever, we can overcome so many obstacles of our hereditary. You know, gender or skin color or upbringing is not what it used to be as a limiting factor, something that we can continue to overcome and adapt and continue to be open-minded as individuals to allow others to adapt and overcome and empower them to be the best version of themselves. Number two, well-defined purpose in life. Okay, so if you do not have your purpose decided or determined and truly believe it, it is going to be hard to succeed if you do not have a purpose. My purpose is to help other mom bosses maximize the 5 minutes of their day so that they can go from zero to hero in their side gig and unlock their true dreams, right? That is my purpose. Your purpose may be completely different. The third, lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity. This one is huge. A lot of people are comfortable in their circumstance and they can't get themselves ahead visually or dream or vision of being more than where they are today. They do not have the drive. My husband, I love him, but he is very comfortable where he is in life. Okay, he does not have the ambition to go the extra step, to go from where he is to where he may want to go because he's quite content where he is. And that is okay. It's not a failure, but it's not going to get you to the riches or the lifestyle that you dream of if you do not have ambition to put the work in to get there. Number four, insufficient education. So education means so many things nowadays. A lot of people hire a coach or hire a mentor or get somebody to be a business partner or a business coach like me. You can get education from books. You can get education from experience. You can get education from, audios or podcasts or groups. You can also get a traditional education like a university degree. You decide. But education can sometimes hold people back. Do you, again, have the ambition to go after the education and tools you need so you can move to the next level? Lack of self-discipline, number five. Okay, so discipline means, are you showing up consistently or do you let life continually get in your way? This is a huge one as well. A lot of times people will say, I want, or I'll never get there because I just don't have the time. We all have 24 hours in a day. And yes, there are circumstances where life literally makes us stop what we're doing and consumes all of our energy. But I truly believe that we all have 5 minutes of the day if it's something that is going to take us from where we are to where we want to go. It is how we choose to spend our time in those 5 minutes. Are we scrolling and consuming, or are we adding and posting value? Are we connecting with people, or are we consuming their content? Again, how are you showing up in those 5-minute pockets of your day so that you have the discipline to show up even when others would not? That is the difference of the 98 that fail versus the 2 that go all the way, is they show up every single day no matter what. Okay. They might miss a day, but they definitely don't miss more than one day. Think of athletes, right? They train hard. They show up consistently. They have a goal and they show up even on those hard days because they're determined to succeed. All right, this goes to number 6, which is health. And so we can control our health for the most part. There is limiting factors, again, that we cannot control, but how we show up to take care of ourselves, feeding our mind, our mouths, our energy, our water consumption, and the choices we make can also determine our success, because then we have the energy and the health to get through those, systems, or, those days when you just kind of feel a little bit blah, right? Health, keeping your health in check is important. Okay. And he talks about, getting outside for fresh air is part of your health, or taking care of your mind, or moving your body, or watching what you eat or consume is important. All right. Unfavorable environmental influences from child. Okay. So child raising and the experiences you had as a child may limit your success, but doesn't mean that it has to hold you back if you're willing to break through it. I am not a mental health professional. I am not a psychologist, but sometimes people do have some real issues that they need to work through with a professional before they can unleash their optimum performance. Procrastination. Okay, this kind of goes back to your self-discipline, but procrastination, do you continue to push off the hard things or the tasks that you just don't want to do? Procrastination is a real heavy thing that I feel a lot of people just constantly, say, oh yeah, one day or tomorrow I'll message that person back. Well, tomorrow may be too late. Maybe today they bought from somebody else, joined somebody else, or signed up with someone else, because guess what? You didn't follow up. You said you would, but you didn't. Okay. Procrastination, lack of persistence. Okay. So this is a really good one. And especially in sales, because we know the stat that you need to talk to someone up to 8 times for them to say yes. Okay. That's the average until you get a yes. So if you've only messaged them once, or you've only done one post, or you guess what? You launched a business yesterday and no one bought. See, I can't do this. I'm done. It wasn't meant to be. It's just a scam. Right? We weren't persistent. We didn't believe in it enough to give it even a day, let alone 8 days, or let alone 8 asks or 8 follow-ups. So something to think about, not a pushy, spammy salesperson, because no one wants that, but you definitely do want someone who is going to follow up with you and do what they said they were going to do, and be consistent. Okay. Negative personality, number 10. Okay. We are already a third way through. Tell me that you would not prefer to follow someone who is positive than someone who is negative. Negative detracts energy. We do not want negative energy. We also do not want to provide negative energy into the world, because that just spirals more negative energy, and nobody has time for that in success. So you've got to protect your sphere for positive, but you also got to make sure that you're portraying positive. It's okay to have a bad day, but you don't need to splash it all over Facebook. You don't need to tell your entire team. You don't need to downgrade that energy to others. Instead, be the light. Be the person who's bringing that positive vibe that people are going to be attracted to. Genuine and authentic. Absolutely. Don't pretend and don't fake it. But, try to at least avoid being super negative or super pessimistic, because that is not an element of success. Okay, the next one he talks about is lack of controlled sexual urge. I don't know if that's relevant in social retail or network marketing, but that's number 11. Okay, number 12, uncontrolled desire for something for nothing. Okay, so the gambling instinct, I signed up, so I should get. The expectation that $1 million is going to drop into your lap just because you said, I started a business, okay, does not happen. It is a give-get model, regardless in sales. So if you're going out and saying, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you buy from me? Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? It is all about you getting, and you're not even giving in return. It is not a balanced equity transaction. So you need to be able to think about, this is going to be a job. It is not a scam. Network marketing is a job, and you are going to get what you put into your business. It is not winning the lottery. Okay. No matter which way you look at it, is not winning the lottery. All right. Number 13, power of decision. When you decide, do you have a decided heart? Are you relentless in your mind and truly believe that it is possible? A lot of times people say, well, we'll see how it goes. Well, maybe if anyone buys from me, like, I'll make some money. I'll throw up a link and if someone shops, like, that's cool. It's not a decided heart. It's not somebody that's saying, you know what, I am going to put my feet down. I am going to put a solid effort. And guess what? I am committed. Commitment can look in lots of different ways. Decided heart does not mean you've given up every other element of your life, but you are saying, this is what I'm going to stand for. I believe in it. And I am deciding that I am going to succeed. And I am willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to give so that I can receive. Okay. Then he talks about fears, and we can talk about fears in another day, but fears, you can think of what type of things are holding you back. He also has about the wrong mate. So if you don't have the support, whether it's in marriage or your spouse or your family, sometimes there's things that just in our network are not very supportive, and that can hold us back. And it's okay to identify that. I'm not saying go and break up with your family or your spouse, because that's not what I'm saying. But you need to be mindful of who can you find in your circle that is supportive, that you can lean on those times, because maybe the person you really want to go to is not that person yet. Okay. So I've seen a lot of husbands come around over time, but at first they're like, yeah, sure, you go do that little thing, or yeah, right, another scam or whatever. But the women, especially because that's most of my clients are women, they show them and their husband's like, wow, like you bought that trip, or you earned that trip for us, or you got that car for us, or wow, like you're making significant income, because they truly believe that they were willing to put in the work to get there. And not saying drop your husband or anything, but during those building stages or those moments of struggle, sometimes we need someone that says, how can I help? Or let's talk it out, or let's brainstorm solutions, versus I told you so, or see, what did I say? We need to make sure we protect who is in our circle. Okay, overcautious. Now this one, I have to agree, is probably the biggest thing that holds people back beyond all the other ones, is your mindset. You're being cautious. Yeah, but what if, or, I don't want people to think, or I just need to be perfect before I launch, or I just don't want people to judge me, or, what will people say? No. Like if you believe, and in your heart, and you believe in your ability, switch that switch on and just plant your feet. Make a decision that you are going to have success and that you are going to share authentically, non-spammy, non-salesy, non-pushy, not a million cold messages, but that you are going to, be bold and be brave and put yourself out there, and not just wait for perfection, not wait for the moment when it's perfect. Okay. So throw caution to the wind a little bit, take a little bit of a risk, put yourself out there. It's worth it to have success. Okay. It does not come without a little bit of sacrifice. And sometimes that means courage. Okay. All right. Wrong selection of associates. Now, this is true. A lot of times people say, oh, well, it's my upline's fault. They suck. Or, oh yeah, like my team, they suck. Oh yeah, it would be better if my team would do this, or my recruits would do that, or, it's all these other people's fault. And while you're right, you're probably not going to succeed with the people if you don't have that great vibe or culture or community. That's cool. But what I have to say is you can change your team. Okay. If you need a new team, you got to change your team. And if you need a new business partner, find a new business partner. It doesn't mean quitting your business, doesn't mean quitting your team. It doesn't mean like throwing in their face, but it is saying, hey, I want this, and I want to circle myself with 5 people, or a circle of people who are going in that direction. There are so many amazing people in this industry. You want to go and find 5 people that have different skill sets than you, that have the success that you are looking for, so you can learn and grow from them. And then when I've outgrown that group, go find 5 new people. Okay. You're constantly evaluating who you spend your time with. It is not necessarily who you signed up with, and it's not necessarily people who joined you. Okay. Superstitious or prejudice. If I do this, something will happen. Or, yeah, they're never going to be interested in this. No, it's not their type of thing. No, they would never be interested in buying from me. Okay. That is not your decision. You do not spend with their paycheck. You do not spend with their wallet. Your job is to educate, communicate, and let them decide, is it something that they want? Is it something they want to spend money on? Is it something they want to invest in? Okay, so this is really, really, really important. Okay, do not prejudge people. Do not believe that you are only going to get if you do this. Don't be superstitious. It's got to be the perfect stars aligned day. Instead, you got to take action. Okay, vocation. Some people are not meant to be salespeople. Some people are not meant to be leaders, and that's okay. Maybe your success is in a completely different industry or a completely different company or a completely different whatever. Okay, it is okay to say, this is not for me. This is not where I'm going to make my millions. This is not where I'm going to make my riches or whatever. And divert, okay? Adjust, pivot. It is okay. I used to be a land use planner full time, Monday to Friday. I used to be a CAO of a municipality. I now do health and wellness. It is completely up to you to decide. Make the transition, not cold turkey, okay? Like, have a plan, but it's okay to switch your vocation if you're not finding joy or not finding success and you've given it a solid effort, okay? I'm not saying give it up, but if you've done everything and it's still not working and you know in your heart it's not right, then it might be time to open your eyes and say, what is, okay? All right, now, and I always say with that one, go with your gut and your intuition. Your heart and your gut usually knows more than your head. All right, lack of concentration of effort. This is so true. Oh yeah, you know what? I worked my business a month ago for an hour. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. So when you are focused on your business, focus on your business. To eliminate your distractions, eliminate your notifications, turn your phone off. Okay. Just turn it off and get laser focused on your business. Okay. Focus is key. And that might sometimes mean turn off the radio, lock yourself in the car and the car pickup line for the kids, maximize those 10 minutes, show up 15 minutes earlier for an appointment, work your business for 10 minutes, concentrated effort, set an alarm, set a timer, just do it. Okay. Get super laser intentional with your time. It is worth way more than an hour or two of randomly doing stuff. Okay. Habit of indiscriminate spending. You cannot make money if you are spending as fast as you are earning or more than you are earning. You are not going to get rich by wasting all your money. Be very selective of how you spend your money so that you can flourish. I cannot say this enough. You need to be wise and only spend if it is earning you or saving you time. So for me, I hate cleaning my house. Hate it, okay? And guess what? I can hire 2 ladies to come clean my house for $150 every 2 weeks. That saves me 12 hours of work, okay? 12 hours for my house, because that's how much time, they spend doing their thing. Guess what? 12 hours, I can make 10 times as much money in 12 hours than I can by cleaning my house. That is a good use of my time and money. Okay. So thinking about things like as an investment, is it something that makes it work easier, right? Smarter, not harder. Project Broadcast, I love my texting app. It means I can send a text out to 500 people in a click of 1 minute message. How effective is that versus me sitting on my phone and messaging, copy, paste 500 times? 1 minute versus 500 times. So much faster. I will pay $15 or $20 for a service like that. Okay. All right. Next one is lack of enthusiasm. If you're not excited, you're not going to be successful because people can kind of feel your vibe. And if you're not excited and you're like, this is really cool, you should get it. It's really good. Why should I buy it? I don't know. It's cool. Is not very excited. Oh my gosh, you need this because it's going to do X, Y, and Z. And I personally can tell you a testimony of this or a referral of that or blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my gosh, I have loved it because it has literally helped me do da, 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 da. Wow, okay, I need it. Your energy, your excitement, like conveys so much more. And that's why just sending copy and paste messages on Messenger does not work. Voice clip, hey, my friend, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We just got a promo announced. I just thought of you because I know you've been looking at this and it's XYZ. Would you like it? I'm putting in orders tomorrow. What do you say? A lot more exciting hearing your voice than saying, hey friend, there's a deal, blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you want some. Let me know versus, oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. You got it. Do you want it? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Intolerance. Open-minded wins the race. Okay. If you are closed-minded, nope, nope, nope. Like every time somebody's like, hey, we should try, nope. What about, nope. How about, nope. You know, have you heard of, nope. Like if you're always shutting people down, they are not going to want to work with you. They're not going to want to buy from you. They're not going to want to connect with you because you have identified yourself that you have a wall and everything that is perfect is on your side of the wall and they can't even open your mind. You need to be open-minded and have some tolerance for other opinions. And it's okay. Guess what? If so-and-so loves their product and is a competing product to yours, that's cool. Guess what? Keep the door open. Say, hey, that's awesome. I'm so glad you found something that works for you. If you ever want to try it and give me feedback and compare with my product, I would love to talk. Okay. Being open-minded, being accepting that other people may not be ready for your solution or your product or your service, but you need to be open-minded and accept that not everyone is ready and not everyone thinks is the cat's meow. Okay. And it's okay. Be tolerant. All right. Intemperance. Okay. So again, he just talks about overindulgence is fatal. Okay. You need to keep yourself in check. Inability to cooperate with others. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Okay. So it's not it's not this is me and I'm the winner and look at me. It's all about us. Like, let's do it together. And how can we rise together? And how can I support you in your business or you in your industry? It is not a competition, teamwork. Okay. We are all one entity. We are one company or industry as a whole with little micro branches. Okay. Your company, my team, your team. It doesn't matter. Come with an abundance mindset that we can learn and grow together. Join a mastermind, get to know other people. Guess what? You may have just met your best friend. Or you may have met your next best marketer or teammate or referral or colleague or whatever by being open-minded and working with others. It is way more fun working with others than by yourself. Okay, power. This one. If it is all about you, guess what? You are not going to be on top for very long. Okay, give credit where credit is due. Don't have to be in control. Guess what? It's even better to empower, encourage, have other people stand up, lift up, show the world their skill set. Okay, this is so, so important. And relinquish some of that control because by empowering or giving to others as a leader, guess what? They're going to rise, they're going to shine, they're going to stand a little taller and show up a little bit different. And that is going to make space for you to help and empower and grow another person or another customer or another entity. Okay. Don't be dishonest. Honesty is the best policy. Okay. If you fail or you screw up or you make a mistake, be honest about it. Just say, hey, guess what? I'm human. And unlike a big corporation, it's just me. So how can I help you? How can I fix it? Give me an idea. Or here's what I can do for you. Does this work for you? And some people you're not going to please, and that's okay. Okay, it's your job to be the best, perfect person. It's your job to show up, be consistent, do your follow-up, and admit if you make a mistake and try to make it the right as best as you can. And you can't do it all, and you can't fix everyone. And some people just have a really crappy day and take it out on you. But it's not your fault. Okay. So if you ever had a bad day like that, just know you're not alone. Happens every once in a while. And some people are just really mean, but just honesty is always the best policy. Egotism and vanity. Okay. Again, don't push people away by like being like the super whatever. Be yourself, be real. Okay. Like I'm in a hoodie today in my office. It's cool. I don't even have makeup on. Okay. It's cool. Be yourself. All right. We are almost there. We got 3 more to go. Are any of these helpful? I hope so. Go ahead and put in the comments and subscribe if you haven't yet. Guessing is kind of thinking. Okay. So I think, like thinking it out is making a plan or like kind of being strategic about things versus like, I guess maybe we'll need 100. but not really thinking what that means. Or I'm guessing like Saturday would work, but then guess what? Turns out all of your customers are somewhere on Saturday. If you had thought it through, you probably would have known that, and you probably would have done it on Thursday. Okay. So just, take some time to process things and think about the bigger picture, not just in your head what it has to be, because that works. Like, be strategic about your movements. Okay. That is going to lead to success. All right. 2 more. Lack of capital. So sometimes when you don't have the money, find it. Okay. Build up that capital. And so I see a lot of times people will join business. It's a cheap deal. It's a cheap deal. It was a good deal, or it's $0 or whatever. But they don't have an investment in it. They don't have skin in the game. And guess what? If you have no skin in the game, it's really easy to not show up. It's really easy to put minimal effort in. If you worked hard to save up for that business, like your business is $500 to start with, and you saved up or you sold a few things to get that $500, guess what? You're not going to fail. Failure is not an option, because you owe money back, or you want to rebuy the item you sold, or you worked so hard and overtime to earn that money, or babysat or cleaned yards or whatever. You did something, you sacrificed money, you have skin in the game. Guess what? Failure ain't an option. You are going to show up. Okay. Success comes from a little bit of sacrifice that you're willing to give. Okay. And capital is something that if you are invested, guess what? You are more likely to succeed. All right. Under this, if you suffer from any of them, you may not succeed. Okay. So that is the book, Think and Grow Rich, 31 Reasons Why People Fail. Okay. So which one are you stuck at right now? Be honest with yourself, write it out. If you want this list, go ahead and subscribe to my newsletter. I am Kate Moyer, and then just message me and say, what's the 31 list? I'm going to type it out, because it is gold. Okay. Gold, because when you decide and evaluate yes or no, do you have this? Yes or no? Then you can make a plan on how you're going to switch it, how you're going to switch the narrative and come out ahead so you can have success. So you can be that top 2% or 1% in your company. So you can go from 0 to hero in using your 5 minutes of the day. My name is Kate Moyer. I am katemoyer.com. Hope this is helpful for you. And if it is, feel free to share with your team. Okay. Who could you inspire today? Who in your industry could use this assistance? Have an amazing day.